What's up, YouTube? It's Hello Scott. No, it's been, probably a couple weeks since my last debunking Gil's Arena reaction, but we're gonna do another one. Didn't listen to too much of this because I was like, you know what? Let me react to it. So this will be Gil's Arena. I'm not saying a title. Basically, they're debating Bronny's full potential. I've heard a little bit about this, so I'm assuming
Bronny finished the game with a team high 13 points.
if he's ready for the NBA or not. Because on the last podcast with Kenyon, Kmart, yeah, on the last podcast, he's saying he's not ready and all that stuff. I'm assuming they're gonna basically rehash that conversation. So,
Points in 23 minutes of
oh, and then Lexi is back too. Yeah, that's
action, going 4 for 10
somebody comment down below Lexi's Instagram. I need to do some
from the
research.
field, 2 for 5 from 3.
Hey, Bronny.
Out there looking huff. So like I mentioned, LeBron was there
I know
sitting
he
next
drained
to
that bitch.
Lakers GM Rob Pelinka.
Lord.
And there have been reports of some team interest in Bronny. You see it.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
Why you looking like your daddy? But when y'all look at Bronny, I know we talked about him earlier in the week, coming back with a performance like this. Rashad, I see you have the black Air Forces. I'm just pointing out you have black Air Force Ones.
Oh, he wearing that big bang. He wearing that big brain cap. So hope he say something, you know, logical. Recently he's been doing good, but let's see, see if he keep it up.
What do you think about this whole situation? And do you feel like Bronny can get it done in the league?
Can he get it done in the league? Like I stand on all of my statements about when you're a college basketball player, you got to be one of those guys, dominate, get that experience and knowing how it feels like to be one up on everybody that's in your position. I feel like he should do that, being able to show your competition, at least your peers, that you are elite, and then I think going into the league at this point right now, trying not to be behind his dad is going to put him at a discrepancy because he hasn't been dominant. Like like Austin Rivers, like him coming into the league, he was dominant. Like he's dominant in college, he was dominant in high school. It was only up to him to show that he could be dominant in the NBA. So he didn't have no pressure up until he played for his dad. So like Bronny is like now he has to prove all these things while being in the NBA.
Prove what?
That he
Well,
can
don't you
play.
think it might be easier?
But actually, I'll let it play.
He has to
Because
prove
he's
that he
not
can
going
play
to
in the
have
NBA.
that. I mean, outside of just being LeBron James' son, he doesn't really have that pressure to go in the league. And
I mean, being LeBron James' son, he automatically has pressure. So I don't know if I'll fully agree with that either. But the pressure to play as good as him. So if that's what she's referring to, then I take it back.
completely dominate like
Okay,
Austin Rivers
well,
did.
maybe I should
He
just
don't
let
have
it finish.
experience.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, why can't he just go in
Experience
and
of
just...
what though?
But wait a minute. Assuming Rashad saying he should go back to college and play like Austin Rivers, if Austin Rivers had a very average career, how would that help Bronny? If Austin Rivers had an average career going back, and then Rashad himself had an average career going back to go back to college, how does that help his case of Bronny going back to college to try to that kind of don't help your case, man.
feel
Like
it
he's
out
like he
a
does have
regular
What do you
rookie.
want him?
Like,
what do
yeah.
you want him to be?
An experienced basketball player hasn't played.
He is experienced basketball.
What 18-year-old Kobe?
He looked like he looked like a pro to me.
Yeah, what experience did Kobe
That
have?
shit that he was doing, that shit that he was doing over there,
He's high
he was
level
never
player.
trying that at USC.
Huh?
Like that stuff he was doing at the combine, he has never been doing that at USC.
Combine, bro.
It don't matter. It's just
That's the toughest
bro, it's the
place.
NBA.
Stop, y'all. Stop.
Bro,
What
it's
is the
NBA.
combine? So
Bro, it's
the
the
combine
NBA.
is
Combine is like practicing.
These dudes are
So who-
first
you
of
don't
all,
Practicing for a spot on the team in the NBA. All right, man. That's definitely something to downplay.
you didn't even stop. He didn't even play in the combine.
I don't care if you going to Detroit. I bet you still play your ass off.
He's
I didn't
lying.
because I didn't have to.
Of course. What
you talking
He doesn't even know what
I didn't have to.
No.
I was that good. We was the best. We didn't have to.
So he doesn't know
We
nothing
didn't
about
have
the
to do
combine.
that.
So he doesn't know nothing about the
so
combine.
you'd have to go do,
We didn't have to
do
play.
all that stuff.
So he don't know what it is to
We
be the
didn't
combine.
have to play.
You play.
Okay, yeah.
When you
yeah,
play,
yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
back
prove.
then, yeah,
You
yeah.
You have to prove that you can play.
Yes.
They had the scrimmages for guys who had to prove.
Prove. Kids that had to
Well, Bronny literally has to prove it because, he had a heart attack in college. It wasn't much he was going to do after that. So, of course,
prove.
yeah.
Not a bunch of walk-ons in college basketball. That's all the people trying to
Bronny
come
was
into the
good
draft.
enough,
The college is, I think
he
college
wouldn't have
basketball
to
is
be
incredible.
out there scrimmaging.
What?
College basketball is not in
That's my
good
point.
shape right now.
This
think
is
ba-
harder than college.
Yeah,
What's hard about it?
Everybody's trying to make it to the NBA right here.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it
makes
mean?
Harder?
Then college.
To get to the NBA combine, you had to be at a certain level, right? People in the NBA combine, you couldn't even get in. And considering every person on every college team is not good, you might have maybe two or three stars or so. But out of those 30 players, well, I'm not gonna say good. I'll say NBA level. You might have two or three, maybe even four NBA level people per college team max. So pretty much chances are you're going to play against harder competition in the combine, which everybody can't get into versus playing against people in college, which if you're on Bronny's level, 90% of people probably couldn't guard you anyway. So it's that how is he saying how would college be harder if maybe 1% of the people that go to college, even actually less than that, probably a tenth of 1%. You guys get the point. Less than 1% of people that play college ball go to the NBA. So and then you have to go to the NBA combine to prove you can go to the NBA. So basically, assuming everybody in the NBA combine is a D1 superstar level, how the fuck is that? How the fuck is that not harder than college when everybody isn't a D1 superstar? That makes absolutely no sense.
That means everybody out there trying to compete. It's either I'm going to the draft or I'm going back to school.
Yeah.
Or I'm going
Ain't
to
nobody want to do no fucking homework.
What's the
getting
difficulty
a-
there?
My bad.
Back to school.
I
Yeah.
couldn't hear 'cause I was
Everybody
fucking
out there
yapping.
trying to compete. It's either I'm going to the draft or I'm going back to school.
Yeah.
Or I'm going
What's the
or I'm
difficulty?
going overseas.
What's the
Getting
difficulty
a-
there?
Playoff basketball.
What's the difficulty
It's a
there?
draft
That's what I said.
You
He's
have
never,
options. There's no
he's
pressure
never-
when you got options.
he's never played in it. That's
You
why
got-
he's
you got
speaking.
options.
Nobody's going to the NBA
He's not
combine
speaking-
talking about,
If
yo, I'm not
Bronny-
trying to go to the
if
NBA.
Bronny doesn't play good there, you know what he can do?
What?
Go back to college.
Man, who the fuck want to do homework? The thing is, you went back to college and it didn't matter. So if multiple college it made their draft odds worse, why the fuck would you do it? I'll just straight up go if it was up to me. Go back to school and do homework or go to the NBA and make millions. I don't know. It seems like a no-brainer to me. So even though the NBA isn't guaranteed, I'd rather take my odds with that being LeBron's son. And hearing from the beginning of it, seems like in the combine. So I'm assuming he's probably going top 15.
Okay, that's not what he wants to do, though.
But he has that option.
If
That's
he-
not what,
he can go
that's
play.
not, actually,
Then
that's
he
not
can-
his option because he
Yes, it
doesn't want,
is.
no, he
Yes,
doesn't
it
want
is.
that.
But
doesn't want
he
that.
has 2 weeks to decide if he wants to go back or not.
So if he's not
Before
playing
starting
well-
the
Listen, that looks like
stage
a
now.
whole
playing
different
well.
player, bro. Bronny
What?
looked like a
He
whole
can
different
go
player right now.
choose any team he wants to play on and go a whole nother year and get some more experience and then come out next year.
So if you
But what if he goes back to college and just gets injured again? Then what? Now he got to wait a whole nother year to do some. Like nobody trying to go back to college, and man, you see what it did for you going back to college. So I don't know why you suggest that when there's multiple cases where it didn't help or it didn't matter.
saw this
He looked
player,
fine
and
enough
he
right
wasn't
now.
LeBron James' son, you wouldn't be impressed by how he played in the combine?
No, I'll tell him go back to school.
No, he wouldn't.
Come on.
You tell him to move around.
Y'all want me to have the
Bro,
same
Bronny
opinion
averaged the
y'all
same,
have.
Bronny averaged the same thing I
Y'all
averaged overseas
crazy
and didn't
with that.
play.
He just said, "Y'all want me to have this same opinion as y'all," which leads me to believe that he's saying different shit on purpose. Regardless if he knows all three of them are right or not, he's saying that shit on purpose. Otherwise, why even say that? That's how I feel about it. Could I be reading into it too much? Yes, but he needs to read more into a book because these fucking takes. No, he's been all right recently, but this take telling Bron to go back to college when he's top two in the NBA combine, that makes no fucking sense. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Don't nobody gonna do no fucking homework and tests and projects. Like, chill out.
By the time I got to the combine and all
You know the
this,
funny part is?
Not impressive.
He's
What
like-
are you hitting wide
because
open
he had
shots?
He had the second best.
There's guys in the NBA who can't hit wide open shots right now.
She
We
right.
watch it every day.
So
She
we just
right.
want to add another one?
But he is hitting. You said he
You just
is
want to
hitting-
add another one?
He is
just
making
cause?
shots.
Just said
He is making
he's hitting
shots.
wide open shots. So no, you're not
I mean,
adding
but
someone that
what's
doesn't hit wide open.
She like Bronny, he can't win. He's mad at him saying he's not good enough. That's stupid. He penalized him for hitting wide open. But if he was to go, he'd say he wouldn't hit them wide open, but he is in them wide open. Oh, he is. Oh, he's not good enough. Like he can't win.
It's
It's
not
in his
the
head.
impressive.
second best 3 rounds or 25 spots. He had the second best in all of it. So if there's 100-something kids there, he had the second best.
Top 6 vertical, if I'm not mistaken.
Top 6 vertical, like he has an NBA body. He's a guard. How many guards his height have 40-inch vertical?
nobody's trying to say Bronny just go in here and average 30, but
I heard his player comparisons like Pat Bev, fucking Drew Holiday, people like that. I have a player prediction that nobody said yet. I think he's going to turn out like Rondo, maybe potentially. Or Rondo with a 3-point shot. I'll put it like that. That's my dark horse player prediction. Rondo with a 3-point shot. That'd be a good ass player.
if they're comparing him to guys like Pat Bev, at the most Drew Holiday and stuff like that, that's a good
Like
comparison.
Eric Gordon,
Like, bro, that's over 10 years.
Eric Gordon was a
What's the
lottery.
rush?
That is
Nigga,
the
nobody
rush.
want to do fucking homework.
I
God
agree
damn.
with
I'm
that.
ready.
He doesn't have to rush.
I mean,
What
the
do you
rush,
mean?
it ain't no rush. I'm ready.
If your comparison
I'm
is
ready.
Drew Holiday and Pat Bev, and you can go and get better and have your comparison be Kyrie Irving, like why not stay and get better?
How would you? Wouldn't you get better in the NBA with people in the NBA ready to help you versus people in college that don't do shit? So I don't know about that one.
Because you're
I don't know how you get better in college versus better in the NBA. That don't make sense to me, bro.
going to get that in NBA. You're going to get the NBA trainer to train you.
But I'm ready
to be
now,
that
though.
person.
I've been ready. I've been around my
dad's
dad.
LeBron
I've been around my
James.
dad my
I
whole
don't
life.
need to do
I've been
all that.
around all this. He's been getting
He
ready.
wants to get out of that shadow. Clearly, he makes it known.
Then stay in college and get better.
No, I feel
How
like
you getting
he's
better?
gonna
You
make
getting
the
better
shot.
at
He looked
college.
better now. He
You're
looked
getting
better
better.
than he was at USC.
You're right.
The shit that he's doing now, he wasn't even doing at USC.
This is probably the first time I ever agree with him, but you're right. Yeah, to me, it makes completely zero sense to go back to college.
He wasn't even trying to float the
Do fucking
he
homework and
wasn't even
tests and
doing none of
projects and
that.
presentations and pop
USC,
quizzes.
college basketball.
The machine.
But
College
Ain't no
city.
zone in the NBA. You
The
told him
NBA
playing zone
is
basketball.
way
Who told him to
more
go to UFC?
Huh?
Who told him to go to UFC?
Himself.
He did. He's a
Did he
grown
make a
man.
mistake?
He's a grown man. He
Did he
make his
make a
own
mistake?
decisions.
No.
no.
I mean,
Look,
we're
he's
going to
still-
USC. Going to USC is generally a mistake.
He averaged the
anyway.
same shit I averaged when I went to
Very
Europe that
genuine
one year.
mistake.
Got to the compound, got to them workouts, killing top 10. You never know what could happen, bro. Never know. But that shit look all right. What he doing right now. I'm not saying he got to go out there, but he looked way more
Go back to
comfortable
school.
than he did over there.
Hey, I guarantee
the
you, if we
game
would've
is
said-
way more
if we
wider.
would have said this before we seen it, do you think he's going to play in the combine? We would have all said no.
Say it again.
If we say, do you think Bronny will play in the combine and go against all those kids in the combine? We would have all said no. He'd just do private workouts by himself so he doesn't get embarrassed.
I would have never thought he would come out.
Why not?
Because you barely played and you average like 5 points a game. Like that's just
what?
a no.
There's a lot
It's
of
an
people.
automatic.
There's a lot of people
no.
that average 5.
There's some people that's
overseas.
But
They
that's
come
what
over
the
and average
combine
5 or
is
6.
For.
No.
For players like that to show what they have.
Show their NBA players. I'm not
Combine.
Show
counting
that they're NBA players.
The
He looks
combine
like an NBA player.
is a resume trajectory where you show if you're ready for the NBA after you have a resume in college. You have a college resume.
Bro, everybody don't go to fucking college. They go to the NBA. Like Gil said, Kobe didn't go to college. Like what are you fucking talking about?
And you come out for the
There's literally G League, Ignite, and fucking overtime. There's literally other leagues. You don't have to go to college. It didn't work out for you, so why the fuck would it work out Not saying it's impossible, but that's not. He act like that shit the only route.
The draft to see where you place amongst everyone else and your peers. If you haven't played, what are you coming out here for?
I'm just trying to
Were
figure
there
out
lottery
what
picks out there playing?
No,
But
I'm just trying to figure out what everybody's expectations
So
for Bronny is.
there's no lottery picks out there playing. Just what you just said.
because the lottery picks
So
are
then
scared.
what is the?
They never said that he was going to be lottery, though. So he could be first round, though.
So what's so funny is
The Lakers got
I feel like Bronny, he's gonna go at the minimum top 20. I don't think I'll do a backflip and break my neck if he goes second round. I'll do a backflip off the top of my apartment, land on my chin, and break my neck and apples at him at the same time if he goes second round. I'll be Vegeta flabbergasted. Like fucking staring at Frieza transform on Namek. I'll be shook.
what, the 17th
this is the
pick?
funny part. The Matrix, Sean Marion was going to be a second-round pick when he came out. He went to combine, tore it up, was a lottery.
I believe it.
So, Rashad, I understand exactly what you're saying, but I will point out
Stephen Hunter, I had Stephen Hunter on my team, and all I said is, look, rebound, I throw it up the court, I'm throwing it. All he did was just run and dunk the whole time. Picked what, 15? He got picked 15 because of it.
So I will say I understand exactly what you're saying in terms of having to have that resume coming in, but it's not unheard of to see guys with low numbers like that. I'll give you an example. Peyton Watson, freshman year at UCLA, 3.3 points per game, 3 rebounds. Not to
Coming
say,
off the bench,
not to say it's a one-for-one comparison. I'm not saying LeBron.
And Johnny
Bronny
Juiceane, who had the resume, didn't even get drafted.
But if they see potential in a
I don't know what that is, but
young kid, and this is bigger than Bronny.
I just feel like you got this energy because he's LeBron James.
That's it. That's it. That's the only reason.
That's a good thing that you guys can point that out, right? It's easy for you guys to point that out.
Rashad, you were
because we're talking about LeBron's kid, right? Right? But I'll put this out there. When
he didn't deny it though. He ain't deny it once.
my second year in college, I could have came out, get top 10. I could have been top 15.
Could
I
have.
averaged 20.
Could
would
have
have been.
So I said to my advisor, who was William Wesley, I do not want to be another player that's out. I want to be top 3. You got to go back to school, Shad, and win a championship and make it undeniable.
Okay. Assuming you did all that, right? You still weren't top 3. So what's your point? You did that for no. You know what's funny? What if he got drafted? I don't know what year he got drafted in. What if he got drafted a year earlier and that changed the whole trajectory of his career and he wasn't just a bust or whatever? Because he could have went to, again, I don't know what year he was drafted in. He could have went to, I don't know, he might have went to Golden State, got lucky, and then waited on Steph Curry to come in. I don't know. Shit.
I had to make a decision. What kind of player do I want to be? Do I want to be a player amongst all these other players who can mix me up and have me just be another Johnny
Or be on Golden State and I'm gonna just shut up and watch it.
Juiceane or Stephen Hunter, or do I want to be elite? I want to be elite. I have a bigger standard for Bronny, not just because of his dad, because of his ability and his potential. Don't waste that just based on you trying to rush into this situation because everybody wants you to be there. You can hone your skills, you can get better as a player, and you can dominate in college. And you can have your college career be dominant enough to say, if I don't even make it in the NBA, I can look back and be like, yo, my college career was elite.
Oh, you're the only person on that couch that care about college. Nobody needs college copium. Man, I suck getting to the highest level. I couldn't do shit in the NBA. Shouldn't even made it. But man, did I do good in college that I can't go back to. I'm not gonna lie. That might be what's the name of those people? Oh yeah, that might be just as bad as peaking in college. That might be just as bad. Actually, no. I'll say it sounds just as bad because you could be the best college player ever, then not even get to or suck in the NBA. But it sounds just as bad as peaking in high school. What he's saying, that just sounds like straight copium.
My college career was elite.
So
my jerseys in the rafters,
Okay, cool.
all of that stuff.
Okay, cool. So you
right?
went back-
But if I don't do that, and something
Gil
doesn't go
tired of
right in
hearing
the
that nigga
NBA,
talk.
I'm just another
So
fucking.
you think
Okay.
he can still have a historic college career even though the way his freshman season went?
If y'all saying that he went to the wrong school and he didn't get to play and all that shit, pick the right school. The NIL allows you now to go into the portal and say, I want to go to a team
So-
where I can actually play and hone in my skills.
Okay, so your sophomore year after you averaged 20, you would have went top 10. William West convinced you to go back to school to win a championship for you to be top 3. You went back to school, won a championship. Were you top 3?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
And
well.
then the guy.
You wanna know why I wasn't
No.
top 3?
Then the guy.
I think you need
the
to know
guy
why I
who
wasn't
didn't have the guy who did not have a resume. The guy who did not have a college resume. He was a freshman who had all this upside. He was young because you're a junior at this point. So that means as a junior, they done depicted all your flaws. As a sophomore, they don't really have any flaws on you. So top 10, top 5. As a junior, they get to pick at you more. So they pick a freshman who was what, the 3rd, 4th option on the team, right? Williams, where did he get picked? 2, 3.
Second.
Yeah. The younger you are, I know you hate to hear it.
Hear what?
The younger you are, the better your chance. That's just the NBA fact. Unless you're averaging 35, 30 points as a junior or senior, they're gonna go after the youth. If you look at the top 14 picks, they're all 18, 19 years old. That's what they want. Every year, there's no change. The best player that was 21 and over in the last 5, 6 years is Rui. There's only been 4 picks that's been 22 and up. Everybody else is 18, 19, 20. That's who they want.
Who went
So
number one? Who went number 1 that year?
Well, you're
The
Sean
year you
May?
No, the year you're talking about, Marvin went number 2. Who went number 1?
Okafor? I don't know.
You don't know, right? But you knew that. You knew that, but you don't know this. Yeah, you knew everything. When it come down to me,
I'm not gonna lie, Rashad. He do got a good point right there. You know what didn't he didn't actually no. Uh, he didn't know where he got drafted. He just knew he got drafted in front of him. But how did he know that? So I'll give it to Rashad. How did you know specifically that? Yeah, that is crazy, Gil. How did you specifically know that? Oh, that is a good one.
you
Do a lot of research, but still.
know that. You don't know
I
that.
know who the number 2 pick was.
Andrew Bogut was number 1.
Okay.
You know what year he was? And you don't know what year he was either. Oh, okay. He was older.
he's
player.
Australian, so we
He
don't
was
tell
older.
him.
How old was
Okay. Okay, he was older.
Yeah.
Right?
How old was Andrew
Anybody
Bogut?
Utah?
Yeah, he was in Utah. Yeah, he
Sometime,
was older. Right? So the point that I'm making is, when I had to go back to solidify where I wanted to be picked,
Yeah.
I was there. Number 3 to Portland. You know who they picked?
Who?
Martell Webster. You know why they picked him?
Why?
Because my coach did not have good things to say about me.
Monte Webster, 19, him?
But do you think but did you cause that or like because
It's because at the time, all of the players in the draft were seasoned college players.
no, but how was your relationship?
Monte
with you and
Webster,
your coach,
19.
though?
My relationship was
That's
what
what he
it
said?
was.
Marco Webster?
Regardless of what it was, I was good enough to go top
See how he didn't answer the question?
3 where I was predicted to go.
Bogut was 20, I think,
That's
when he
the
was
point.
drafted. But
Right.
That's always been my point. My point is he can establish himself to have a resume where it's
Then again, you had this bad relationship with your coach, right? This is
undeniable.
over with now.
But
So
Giving
never
people
mind.
No, I know what you're saying.
opportunity to
I don't
talk
feel like
about
what
them
you're saying
and
is wrong.
Mess it up like they messed it up for you. Why can't
no
you
because
figure it out?
because my coach did that,
Bogut-
not
That's what I'm
anybody
saying.
else.
Bogut
Bronny
was
stays
20.
in college. What if
He
something
got to
like
pick
that?
the right school. I didn't pick the right school
Bogut was
either,
20?
So why didn't you leave?
because I knew I was going to solidify myself in the legacy of North Carolina.
But that was a different time.
So you rather solidify yourself in the legacy of North Carolina to still not go top 3?
Too. So if
Everybody has a coping mechanism, I guess.
you left, you had to sit out for a whole last year.
I mean, I sat out.
I
It
would,
worked
will
out.
But you
do
don't
that.
think-
And I made that decision because I was going to leave.
But you don't
Not
think
today,
like
anyway.
if Bronny go to the draft, right, get drafted and he on the 2-way and he's developed, like I think he'll be able to develop faster in the G League than he would be able to
But
go
in
back to
college.
college.
But
I feel like that's true because you got to be good to be in the G League too. So you going against basically, is college superstars the right thing to say against for people in the G League? Probably not. But you're going against borderline NBA talent or NBA talent a lot of the time in the G League. So you probably get better like that than playing at college against, you know, 90% of the people on the team you're going against are not at your level. So I would agree with that too.
Depending
No,
on
no,
what
but I'm
college
just
he
saying,
goes
like, you know, if he gets drafted, whatever, like he'll
But like
probably.
Kenyon said the other day, G League kind of feels like a graveyard now. I know what you're saying from the standpoint of development, but it's
Shit, not
also
for him.
potential for a dude to
Shit,
get lost.
I mean, shit, not for him. He'll sell out. Like they'll come watch him play.
Then again, that's LeBron's son, so he might have an advantage of, being able to actually go up and play some NBA games. So like LiAngelo, I don't know if he ever played an NBA game yet. I think he played some preseason games. I don't know if he ever played a full one, but LiAngelo and Bronny are two different people. So it's, you know.
In the G League for a couple games. I'm just
Mm,
saying, like, just to get, if you don't think he's ready now, I'm not going back to college, though. I'd rather go to the G League or whatever, be on a two-way, come up and down and whatever for the first year. We're not looking at Bronny and be like, man, he going to come in and go for 30. It's just, bro, he can play, though.
But why not, though? Why not have that expectation for him where he could create that expectation for us to have? Stay in college and be that nigga where we can be like, yo, Bronny's about to come out.
What if he
Because-
doesn't want to do that?
Yeah,
What if he
because
just
college
wants
is
to
not
go
in
be
that
an
house,
NBA?
because I don't think college is in that household.
Sometimes you're
That household,
Why
that
can't he
household
just
ain't
wanna go
breeding.
be an
That
NBA
household ain't
player?
breeding college.
sometimes
Eh,
you
They
want
got
to.
no
You know how
Oh,
that is?
no, that's a good point because LeBron, yeah, he clearly didn't go to college. So that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Sometimes your
They don't
want
give a
to
fuck
ain't
about
got
that.
nothing to do with it.
Man,
What do you
listen,
mean?
And
What if
listen,
he
college
doesn't-
ain't good. Listen, college ain't good enough for this
Sometimes
household.
you got
If he doesn't
to.
plan on staying to get his degree, what is he staying there for?
to get better?
He can get better in the league.
Can he?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the best league. It's the best league.
Are you kidding?
There's no other league that
So
you
is
can
How
get better.
stubborn
is
can
NBA
you
a
be?
development league?
Now it is.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yes.
is?
Now it
That's
is.
what we're doing?
For young players?
It is now.
Yes.
Now, when we came up,
Yeah? So
It
it's
is
not
now.
we don't have a life expectancy of 3 years now?
yeah, when you come out at 22, yeah, and then and then you're 25, yeah.
I'm in at 22.
You come in at 18
Yes,
and your expectancy is 21, yeah, you still
like we
got
got
about
time.
6 years.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
A team is investing in a 6-year project
Yeah.
for every single player that's
see it
under.
not
Yeah, we
every
see it all the time.
player,
I
but
can
we
name some
see
players
it.
right now.
That's
Since, I mean, when we bring
You
up
can
the
name some
Donovan
players who
Mitchell
got
shit.
paid because they 3 years, 4 years into the league.
Bring up a name that we don't know about that didn't have an established name under 18 or under 19 that's still in the league right
We're not
now.
talking. We're talking about someone with an
That's still in the league
established
right now. Jokic. We didn't know nothing about him.
Came in at 18,
We can say Ingram. We can say, I mean, shit, everybody.
came in at 18, but Ingram went to college.
Wait, can they come in at 18? I don't think they
He came in at
come
19
no more.
Wait,
Wait, no,
19.
Ingram.
I think
Wait,
it's 19.
Jason Tatum came in at 18. Wait, hold on.
18. So,
One year.
you're saying elite names. I'm talking about the ones that's under the radar.
So second rounders.
I'm talking about the guys who
Jokic,
I mean, how old was Jokic?
that's been in the league for
Bronny
6
has an
years.
established
No, Jokic
name.
was older.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Ronnie has an established name. So
He
that
doesn't have
really
an
apply.
established game.
But you said name.
He doesn't have an established
His
game.
Oh,
game
now
is
see-
defense. First of all,
Now he moving the goalposts.
Second rounders.
He just moved that shit twice.
I'm talking about the
You
guys
said name.
okay.
Let me tell
that's
you
been in the
something.
league for
Ronnie
6
has an
years.
established
No, Jokic
name.
was older.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Ronnie has an established name. So
He
that
doesn't have
really
an
apply.
established game.
But you said name.
He doesn't have an established
His
game.
his game is defense. First of all, they love his defense. So and he can shoot the three. So there's his.
I don't know. I feel like if he wasn't LeBron James' son, people would be like, "Oh, this is a gem."
And he can create plays.
This is a gem.
Zach LaVine
Hell yeah.
came off the bench, was 19 when he came in.
But he was
Lottery.
But he was what?
he was nice.
Lottery. He came off the bench,
But he was getting.
averaged 7.
Nice.
19 is why he got
There were some other
He
things.
averaged 7 coming off.
Didn't Jason Tatum come off the bench his
Give me another
his
name.
rookie year?
Give me another
There were
name.
some other factors at play with Zach LaVine during the UCLA days.
Because the father played his son.
That was their power squad they put out.
I cool, but he came off the
I
bench and
understand.
averaged 7.
I understand.
Don't let him do that.
7.
Don't let him do
I
that.
just know.
Man, don't let him do that
I
to
just
you,
know
bro.
that I don't got
one
He'll do
sports
anything to
book.
be
He would
right.
be a
Let me
gem
tell
in
you.
the combine if he wasn't Bronny.
Huh?
He would be a gem. People are like, oh,
He would
who
be
is
a
this?
Listen, all I know is
Gem.
All I know
Yes.
is that college shit don't live in that household. So that's cool and all. Yeah, you did your college USA thing, but yo, we got bigger plans.
We want to see what
Like-
you're
like-
coming into the NBA. I don't care about your
Yeah.
college resume.
Yeah.
What is going to be your NBA resume? So if you average, I just need to see your potential, right?
You got more potential than Michael Jordan kids.
Right? You got, no, it ain't even about, no. It's 3 years. So like Bronny is 19 years old.
have
In
nothing
3
to
years,
do with this.
in 3 years, he'd be 22.
Saying.
What I'm saying is 3 years, he'd be 22. That means I have him for 3 years to try to make him great versus someone who's coming out of college at the same age. I know what you look like at 22, right? You're coming into the NBA at 22. You're at the combine at 22 versus I can get this 18, 19-year-old kid and work him out for 3 years. I don't know what he's going to be at 22, but I know he's going to be better than you.
And he's holding his own though.
He's going to be better
Ain't
than
like
you
he-
at that same age.
Ain't like he playing bad.
That's what they do.
Well, we saw the same thing in McDonald's game. A lot of people thought Bronny shouldn't have made the game, but it wasn't like he came out there looking like a bum. He did good.
Bro, he can play though. It's the IQ though. I think we're missing like, bro, what do
Yes, he's
like we're looking at you
IQ.
what you want him to beat LeBron James? He can play basketball. Like he has IQ. He don't really be out there doing too much. He just play the game. And he's still young, bro. Just wait till he's 21.
That's all they're going off of. He's
Just wait till
young.
he's 21, bro. Watch.
That's all they're going. He's young.
So let's extend this out.
Trust me.
Let's extend this
But
out.
like this,
Trust me.
how many players is Eden? How old is Eden?
His
How old is Eden?
face.
Eden?
Zach Edey?
Zach
I'm
Eden's about.
disgusted by a
Look,
little kid.
and this is reality.
kid.
This,
I'm a basketball.
Zach Edey,
He's a
22,
kid.
or you just turned 22.
Basketball.
hey,
Savant.
hey,
Yeah.
Do this
Hey,
shit, man.
it's like the yin and yang on this.
Here we
two
go.
sides of the couch.
Yeah.
he wants Edie to be a lottery pick, right?
I don't want it.
He think he should be, right? He's 22. I'm looking at a 22-year-old in the NBA right now getting compared to Jordan. Ant-Man is 22.
What does that have to do with this?
This is what it have to do with it. I have a 22-year-old, because he came in at 19, looking like the next Michael Jordan, right?
And that's in 3 years.
That's in 3 years, looking like the next Michael Jordan. So why would I pick a 22-year-old in the NBA or just coming out of college when this is what this age looks like?
Because there's no one else to pick.
Yes, I can pick a 19-year-old.
There's no one.
I can pick a 19-year-old, get him for 3 years, and I know he's going to be better than
You
this
can just
motherfucker
make
coming
a Michael Jordan.
No, I know
Is
he's
that what
going to
you're
be.
saying? You
I
can
know
just-
he's going to be better than the
This is not a
22-year-old.
fucking incubator, or you could just, I'm just gonna.
Where did he say anything about making a Michael Jordan? All he was saying, he was basically just talking about Anthony Edwards' potential. And then he just
Take this kid and make him into something. No, the
Yeah,
nigga got Anthony Edwards at Georgia was that guy.
Yeah.
That's why he at 22 is being compared to Michael Jordan.
So who do you think?
Zach E.
okay. And Kobe didn't go to college, and what was he? LeBron didn't go to college, and what was he? KG didn't go to college, and what was he?
at 22 played 4 years.
Yeah.
Right?
And we-
He's
and-
7'4".
Yeah.
Two-time National
Right?
Player of
It
the
took
Year.
him
Yes.
that time to develop into that.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't come out early.
Good.
Right.
So now that he's where he's at, he can't stay in college no more longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Should.
So who else are you gonna pick?
Not him.
Not him.
Why?
He's 22.
Why?
He's an old motherfucker.
Is that the only reason you're not gonna pick him? Is because he's 22?
No, but I'm saying how high though?
That's
Lottery? I can
so
get some. No,
weak.
a lottery. No, we
If
can
we're
wait.
talking
No,
basketball, that's the weakest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
Then you might as well.
We're talking basketball.
bro.
We're not talking birth
you-
certificates. What are you talking
we
about?
are.
You're always going to go younger, bro.
What are we
Bro, you're
talking
always going to go
about?
younger.
Edie played in the combine.
Is it Edie playing at the combine?
Did he play?
Yeah.
I don't know if he
Did he
played, but he's
play?
at the combine.
I don't know if he's playing. No, because
You know we only care about
he
Bronny.
won't.
He lied.
Somebody like him won't play because he'd be scared.
Let me find out from Gil. Let me confirm. You know.
Because what if
So-
what if a player like Edie played in the combine and looked horrible?
He's done. You're right.
Lottery picks not playing in the
But
college.
that's what I'm saying.
He's not a lot of-
So if he goes,
Why he looks so
the
depressed? Like, let me see.
played in the combine and looked horrible.
He's done. You're right.
Lottery picks not playing in the college.
Lottery picks not playing a combine. He trying not to. He looks so depressed. Oh, God, man, if you just listen to more than your side of the argument, you wouldn't look like that, man.
But that's what I'm saying. But
He's
I'm
not a lot of.
saying, so if he goes, so the lottery
Nigga
picks
really
can
depressed.
duck smoke, but the kids that are trying to fight for that lottery pick gotta play.
He's there, but
just
he
not
playing no
impressed,
scrimmages?
no matter what they
Did he
do.
play in the
But
scrimmages?
say Bronny played horrible, then everyone would have been like, see, we told you he's not an NBA player. He's not an NBA player, but he played well. But
It just,
everyone's like, he didn't play well enough.
just doesn't work like that. It's when you're a projected draft pick, you sit your ass down and you watch these niggas fight for the scraps.
So they're fighting for scraps.
They have to fight for it. They have to
The
fight. to
NBA
show
is
them-
scraps.
they
That's
have to-
crazy.
Rap.
No, no.
Yes,
think
they
about
have to fight.
Then who's going harder? A college kid that's in college, or a bunch of kids fighting for scraps?
You think your resume? You think niggas give? You think people
No.
care about your resume when you get to the NBA from what you did in college?
No, not
Don't care at
whatsoever.
all.
Don't nobody care.
One
They don't
thing.
care if you average 3 or you won a championship.
Don't nobody, bro. Once you get to that, once you put that Jerry logo on your chest, don't nobody care what you did at
College.
at UNC.
What do you
You gotta
care?
prove it, right? You gotta
Yeah.
prove it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have a fucking problem proving it. I didn't have a fucking problem showing niggas I deserve to be here. I didn't have no fucking problem doing. I don't think a lot of players who play in college
many
have
workouts did you
have
do?
a fucking problem. 6.
And you went against everybody, like you didn't duck, like.
Huh?
I'm just asking. Shit, I did 15 workouts.
I did
But
17.
you
I
know why
17.
you did 15?
Damn.
Damn.
Huh?
You know why you did 15?
You know why he did
Because
15?
you was coming from
Fighting for
overseas.
scraps.
They needed to make sure.
Okay,
you
well,
was
he got a
proven.
good point. Yeah, he
So
come.
if you would have
Okay.
went to college, they'd have had plenty of film and footage to see. They'd have been like, oh, we watched that game live.
That's the only good point he made about college so far. That's the only good point he made.
We was there. We recruited him. He was there. I'm BJ Armstrong watching you in the Maui Invitational Tournament.
Who was
And I'm
the-
watching you
I was
play. I'm
gonna-
like,
no,
damn, I
your
know.
senior-
I watched that game. I was there.
Your senior
he shut
year.
him down.
Your senior
But at the same time, yeah, he made a good point. But it doesn't matter because what you call it? Brandon didn't go to college. He had a short career because of injury, but look what he was doing. You know, when he wasn't injured. I don't know, man. It just seems like I don't know. Seems like college isn't necessary
year, I mean your junior year.
Let's stop talking
or extra college.
about me, though.
Your junior year. No. So we can
Y'all
show you
love
how
using-
how
y'all love
how it's
using
not valued.
this shit,
How
man.
it's not valued. You were a top shooting guard in the country, right?
I was the best.
Okay, now who was the second
What's the difference? The top shooting guard. All right, bro.
best? Did you play against him?
JJ Redick.
Did you play against him?
JJ Redick.
He was the second best.
JJ Redick.
Where did you get drafted? What number?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Pulling it up
JJ
now.
Redick.
Was the second best player in as a shooting guard.
11th,
11th in the 2005 draft.
2006.
2006. He stayed
Six is
another
what came after
year.
you.
He went 4 years.
So name someone that came out in the same draft that you.
You know he's sad because you know he about to get debunked.
Six is
another
what
This
came
shit
after you.
funny.
He went 4
So,
years.
so name someone that
Oh,
came
man,
out
about
in the
to
same
prove me
draft
wrong.
that you faced that was a lottery pick.
That was a lottery pick?
Nobody.
So you gotta think about it.
Charlie, guard?
Yeah. Nobody, sir.
Shooting guard?
You said what?
Shooting guard.
Okay.
That he had to go against? Mm-hmm. And I tell you, all the guards I went against, that was lottery.
But the point is this.
Sure, you play with most of them guys.
Oh, yeah. He played. So the point is.
Tracy Wright went second.
So,
Yeah, so
Anton Wright was.
Your team had
So
four lottery
technically-
picks?
Yeah.
Damn.
so my point is this.
Yeah, they was cooking.
In college,
Yeah, they was cooking.
in college,
That's crazy.
in college, in your position as a stud, you don't necessarily play against another juggernaut in your position. So you getting tested for your position probably won't happen in your
It
college.
happened the whole 3 years I was playing. I dominated my position.
That's not even what the fuck he said. He's saying you probably didn't go into anybody on your level or better. We knew, you know, you was the fucking top shooting guard in the fucking. You know, you was the top shooting guard at that time in college. He's saying who was your competition?
What are you talking about? I was the
who were
number
the
one
other-
shooting guard because I dominated every shooting guard I went up against.
But who was the other lottery picks Is what-
It
you're not
ain't
what I'm
about
saying.
who the other lottery pick.
See, now you don't want to answer the question. Now you're trying to move the goalpost. You'll ask him a question, and now he's saying, "Oh no, it's not about that." Like what?
Who's your
'Cause
competition?
there wasn't a need for shooting guards in that draft. That's why I went where I
Who
went.
was your
What team doesn't need a fucking shooting guard? That makes sense. That don't make sense. I don't care what year it is. What? I never heard no shit. A shooting guard, a shooter, a 3-point shooter, a spot up shooter. Nah, we don't need him. We'll just get the slasher they can't dribble. What the fuck?
competition
That
is what
makes
I'm
sense.
saying.
What
When
team
you're in
don't need a shooter?
college is what there's 14 lottery picks.
It's 30
right?
teams. Somebody need a shooting guard.
What I'm saying is
Right.
That's why they didn't pick none.
what I'm saying is there's 14 lottery picks
Yeah.
out of all college basketball.
Yeah.
That means it's not as tough as you think because you probably played your whole career and probably played against 2 people in your position that would have been lottery. Is what I'm saying.
That's the way to dilute
so
it.
It
That's
really,
the way to dilute it.
It is
Way to
diluted like that.
Yeah,
You
it is.
can't-
So when you ask
That's
me,
a good way to.
I mean, it's a good way to dilute it, but I know you're being semi-sarcastic or whatever, but you still haven't named anybody. So he's not even.
how many people did I guard in college basketball that was a lottery pick? Jason Richardson, and he wasn't in my position, but I had to guard him.
Damn.
I guarded a lot in college.
So what I'm saying is, what your resume is in college don't mean nothing. When you get to the NBA, they're all NBA players.
And I'm gonna tell you what. And I'm gonna tell you.
That's crazy.
No,
It's just facts.
No,
I'm not.
There's no facts about what you just said.
So name them.
Bro, what?
Name them.
You just gave a whole hypothetical opinion about some shit.
That wasn't
What was hypothetical? All right, bro. Just the same dude that said if Jason Tatum was 6'1", Donovan Mitchell was 6'8". Oh, but that's not a hypothetical though. All right.
Name them.
Name who?
Name.
I played against Rudy Gay. I played against Luau Dean. I played against a bunch of motherfuckers who
I
either
said
came out
your
before me.
position, the guard you're guarding.
Like I said,
the person you're guarding.
guys that I
So who
guarded-
tested you and you tested?
it really doesn't matter.
It
'Cause I
does.
guarded.
It does matter because whatchamacallit, they would get drafted higher than you if you were better, and then vice versa if you're better. Was better, but still, what did he only go? I'm assuming he went like 10th, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure Rashad went like 10th in the 2005 draft. So if he was the highest drafted shooting guard there, then no, actually no, he wasn't because the other dude, would he go top 2? Oh, but I guess that's the whole point. College not necessary because the other dude. Yep, I guess that's the whole point.
I didn't guard
Now you're
guys.
speaking in
I didn't guard
hypothetical.
guys at the 2-guard position.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I guarded the 3-guard position.
No, you was guarding Luther Head, who was the 2 guard. But
I was
he a
guarding
lottery?
Darren
Was he a
Williams.
lottery?
We was both guarding different players. Me and Jack Emanuel.
I watched the game. So you was guarding Luther Head. So was Luther Head a lottery? Was
You were
Luther Head a
watching the
lottery?
game. Look, he was watching the game. I actually guarded D. Brown.
D. Brown?
I actually guarded D. Brown.
So was he a lottery?
You don't even know what the fuck you're
Was
talking
he was
about.
a lottery?
No. Why does he have to be a lottery?
Again. So it's not a hypothetical, sir. It's an actual fact. Because I'm asking you, how many lottery picks did you play in your position
Is it obvious,
in your
man?
junior year?
What the
And you
fuck?
can't name one.
How did we all of a
That's
sudden
not
move the goalpost to talk about me, but
That's not
so
a
he can feel good
hypothetical.
about his point?
So what I'm no.
Y'all just got to go one-on-one.
No.
We just went
No,
from
no.
Zach Edey.
Square.
No.
We just went from Zach Edey to talking about me.
Hey.
No, because you were the
What the
best.
fuck, man?
So I'm asking you, who did you play against?
We supposed to be talking about Bronny.
Again.
What the fuck are we talking about me for?
So therefore, when you come
I mean, you want to talk about you and college and shit, and you want Bronny to go back to college. It's hard not to use you example of why it's not necessary. You kind of threw that argument at yourself. So
into the NBA, that is your test because
It's not
college
your
is not
test,
your test.
man.
College is not your test because you're not really playing against anybody.
Come on, man.
In your position.
hey.
And you proved it.
Hey.
So Bronny has a fair chance because when he gets to the NBA or he's going through this, it is all elite players. That is a fact.
But there's no draft picks in the combine he's going up against right now. So there are not elite players he's playing against. Obvious. Those are not the facts.
How do you not know? You don't know who's being drafted at what?
Yo, don't they do private workouts still?
Yes.
So
He's
about
gonna
to
go
right.
yeah,
So he's
yes.
about to.
Yeah,
So he did this. So now he's about to go in them workouts and really get to it. So I mean, we about to see.
So we asked
Back
the
to school, man.
we asked the chat.
By the way, Johnny Flynn went higher than me in the draft, and he wasn't better than me. And he went
Not
to
a lot of guys that were better than you, Brandon.
No,
Give
but
yourself some credit.
No, but you said I had to prove myself when I came
did.
back,
You
right?
did.
And I came back and I killed Johnny Flynn in every workout, and he still went
You
higher
had
than
to
me.
prove that, though.
So
Then you couldn't
I did prove
You
it.
couldn't just not work out with Johnny Flynn and then pick you. You had to prove
No, I did. So what I'm saying, and he still went top 5.
Yeah, but you still.
So-
That don't mean that he wasn't good just because you were better than him. Give yourself some credit, bro.
Was he good?
Yes, he was good. He was very good.
So we asked the chat. We asked the chat. Is it obvious? 72% said yes.
Thank you.
I don't know what that means, but we'll keep it moving.
Is what?
Just a question.
God damn!
We asked the chat.
72%?
Yes.
Is it obvious?
Now
what?
71.
Oh, that you're hating?
Damn.
Is he hating? Is it obvious
what is it-
that?
what are we
is it
talking
obvious
about,
that you gotta come into the NBA and prove yourself because your college resume don't work? Yeah,
It's open
obvious.
to interpretation, but
Is it
the chat gets mad. The chat gets mad when they don't feel like they're a part of the show.
It's gonna kill you.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Well, enough of the college talk. Let's
Don't
switch
go back
up.
to college.
Let's go to.
All right. Well,
From we just talking
No,
from
you
your
just said it.
from your
Going
example.
back to college.
From your
messed you
example.
up.
It didn't mess me up.
Yes, it did. They told you to go back to
it,
college.
lit-
You'll be
it,
top
it quite literally did mess you up, bro. You sitting on the couch, so it messed you up.
3, and you
Not that sitting on that couch is bad, but if he was to ask himself, would he rather be sitting on this couch or still? Actually, oh, never mind. I'm thinking it's 2015. Never mind. I'm dumb.
didn't go top 3, so it messed
Still
you
got
up.
drafted.
But still, you
We
get
didn't say
what
you
I was
wasn't
trying to
gonna
say.
get drafted, but you went back because they said you was gonna be top 3, right?
And I should have been.
But you
Yep.
weren't.
Should
And you
have.
said it
So
was
that's why you
college
shouldn't go back to
coach.
Didn't
college.
mess me up.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Okay, and Bronny should have been a superstar in college, but he had a heart attack. I mean, what can you do?
You went lower than you
I
were
would have
going
went to
before.
Portland.
You would have been top 10 before.
No, he's talking hypotheticals. It's only okay if he does it. The guys, don't worry. Only he can talk hypotheticals.
It messed you up.
Portland.
It did mess you up because you wanted to be top 3.
I played with KG.
Oh, you took 4.
Hey, no sales tax in Portland though.
Played with KG.
Who had the 10th pick the year before, 2004?
You went to
Let me see, Gil.
He would have been top 10 the year before.
what pick you?
Is it obvious?
14. So you'd have been Cat. Boy, you'd have been with LeBron.
Oh, he was 14. Oh, he wasn't too proud about saying that.
Is it obvious?
14. So you'd have been Cat. Boy, you'd have been with LeBron. You'd have been with
Crazy.
LeBron.
They would have been like, oh, they would have been here.
No.
That was my man.
That was his man back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he would have been a champion.
Okay.
All right, let's keep this thing moving.
No.
See, it didn't work out the way.
He'd have been.
Now I'm on this side. now, see how it panned out? It panned out the right way.
He'd have been part.
Did it really? Because, I mean, could he have realistically have helped? That's something we'll never know because I'm not going to sit here and do a hypothetical, but oh well.
It's a whole villain backstory. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
see, fucked it up there and fucked it up there. Now he's a hater.
All right, well, let's keep this thing
Well, at least he
moving.
admitted. At least he admitted.
His whole life is hate.
Hate.
Rashad, you're a man of the people, well respected and embraced. Black Air Force Ones. We know what time it was today.
It's 3v1 every time I'm on this motherfucker.
No,
Whose fault is
don't do
that?
Shot,
Feel
I'll be on
me?
your side
You know you.
sometimes.
No, Lex. We done talked about this.
I'll be on your side
You said over your
sometimes.
shot?
Don't you do that, Trill.
Shot just opened his mouth.
all day, baby. You're not like us, nigga.
Someone go get him an Emmy right now. No, so let's keep it moving. Let's.
Oops, sorry to watch that. But, guys, that's all right. But if you like the video,
After an underwhelming performance on Tuesday, Bronny was solid.
please stop talking, man. Like the video, subscribe if you want no pressure, and I'll see y'all sellouts on the next one.